Okay, perfect. Hello there, everyone. What is up? Welcome back to the Nonary Games. So, just a quick recap of last time. We ended up picking another room and going through it with Lotus and Clover, hoping that we would find Snake. But unfortunately, we did. Well, unfortunately, we didn't find Snake. But fortunately, we found another key to another room, and we found two more doors. But then we were hit with some bad news when Ace, 7, and Clover went through the other door, and apparently they found Snake's body. I'm hoping it's not true, but I don't think they'd lie. So, let's jump right back into it and see what they're saying is true.
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room, on the left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go.
Okay. Their new destination clear. Jinpei and his companions headed for the door of no number. Once in the hallway, it was easy to spot the middle door on the left.
This wasn't open when we passed here before.
But now, just as 7 had said, there was a broom stuck between the door and the frame, keeping it
Well,
open.
let's keep going.
They looked at it for a moment, then stepped inside.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Lotus wrinkled her nose and covered her mouth in disgust. Even Sansa pinched his nose shut.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
It was just as bad as they said, perhaps worse. A hideous smell filled the air, so thick they could almost taste it. It was sour and smelled of fish, feces, and burnt meat. It worked its way through Junpei's nose and down and started to pound against the entrance to his stomach. He put his hands over his mouth and struggled to keep what little was in his stomach where
Where is he? Where's Snake?
They didn't have to wonder where the body
There.
was. There was blood everywhere. A few arms of the splatter reached toward them as they walked in through the door. All one had to do was follow the many radial arms to their source. The body itself was hidden behind
June,
the fighter.
you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay?
Stay here.
Alright?
Alright, June? He didn't give her a chance to say no. He put his hand on her shoulder as if to give him to the ground like a tent pole, turned and walked toward the end of the divider.
I'm going in.
It felt like an eternity for him to get there. Sansa and Lotus followed, timid and nervous as a pair of children. Eventually, they reached the divider. They looked at one another and nodded slowly. Junpei put his hand on the divider and peered around the corner. For a moment, he forgot to breathe. He felt his heart collapse in his chest like an empty cigarette carton, and time froze. He knew that in an instant he would take the image of him to the grave. Just the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat on like tiny islands in a great red sea. A vast, ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out of it like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat splattered against the wall and became stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat had left trails of tiny slugs, and as gravity pulled them down into the walls even as they dried to it.
Just like Ace said.
Snake, why? Sansa's voice was strained. Junpei suspected he was holding down some vomit.
Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
But how? He didn't go through the door by himself. He couldn't have gone through the door by himself. It looks as though the explosion had been
Oh
quite
god.
powerful.
The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Ew, stop,
It's
stop, stop!
Definitely an open fracture.
No, stop it, stop! His legs were both bent in an odd unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to shatter the display, which laid on the ground in pieces.
oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head was simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough cover. Oh God! His clothes too were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Oh God, Snake, why? Lotus's voice is naturally deep and strained, and Junpei heard a catch in their throat. Oh, Snake, why? It really does feel like the killing games now. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he'd heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should. It was Clover. Oh, Clover, I'm sorry. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly down to her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if even a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces. Oh, Clover, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was.
That's true. There's a problem. We all went through separate doors. None of us would have let Snake Snake could have gone through a door by himself. And even if he did, someone had to come with him. Seven lowered his head, likely in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. There were 4 other people in the room with Junpei and Seven. Ace, Santa, June, and Lotus. Seven looked at each one of them in turn and continued.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut.
You don't think one of us could have done it, do you?
Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake.
You don't think it could have been one of us, do you? Well, 2 of us. Let's see. If we're ruling out suspects, I think we could rule out Junpei, June, and Lotus. Lotus would never resort to murder. No, she'd have no reason to. June and Junpei, of course, wouldn't do it. I don't think anyone would. Or Clover neither. That was her brother. But one thing still puzzles me. Who was the one who put the mechanics back into the Reds? And why shove a player in? Why risk losing a person who could go help us go through doors together?
It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Junpei crossed his arms and
Well,
grunted.
just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
And that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I'm ruling out Junpei, June, and Clover. None of them have any reasons to do it. And I doubt Lotus will resort to murder. Why risk getting rid of a player that she could use?
How can you say that so casually?
June seemed shocked.
You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Oh no, he's not implying one of us is a killer. He's implying two of us are killers.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least two of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven?
Let's do a little bit of math, shall we? Whoops. Okay. So, Snake was 2, right? So... let's say... So... let's add... let's say it was... let's put in Lotus's number. And Ace... And which door was he killed behind again?
What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
Was it? It was door number 3, right? So that means... So ruling out Ace and... Yeah, ruling out Ace and Lotus. Yeah, I've got no time to do this detective work. We're on a time schedule right now.
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself.
I've no doubt about it.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question.
But Zero wants us all to play the games. Why take out the easiest person like the blind man?
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Most likely. Was Zero still on the ship with them? He's gotta be. There's... Of course he was. That
But
was
I don't-
obvious. Zero was somewhere on the ship masterminding the entire thing, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought.
Where could Zero be hiding?
By my guess, somewhere near door number 9. Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghostly moaning noises. And moments later, a person looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think Zero is one of us.
What? Okay, after playing Danganronpa, that should not surprise me. Look what we had. Danganronpa 1, Junko and Oshima and Mukuro Ikisaba. Danganronpa 2, Chiaki Nanami, who was the traitor, and Junko appeared again. Danganronpa V3. Did not finish it. Did not finish it yet. No. If anyone hears this, do not spoil it for me. I'll let you know when I finish it. But do not know who the mastermind is. Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was the muffled rustling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those faces was the face of their jailer. But who? Was he one of them? Honestly, after playing Danganronpa, I think I've got to agree with Clover.
Well, that's possible.
One of us could be acting innocent and playing stupid. No, most likely, possibly the mastermind. If I had to bet my money, my money's between Lotus, Ace, and Seven. The amnesia act could just be a just a small thing. So, 7's on my suspect list. Lotus, a computer hacker, could have access to hacking the Reds. And Ace, well, he's still an enigma, but I'm keeping my suspect list. People who are off the suspect list: Clover, Santa, Junpei, and June. June doesn't seem. Well, let's face it. June kind of reminds me of Toko. Like, June, I don't think she likes the idea of death and everything, so I doubt she'd want to do it. Junpei, of course not. We've been sticking around this whole time. Well, then again, I do remember what happened with Kaede in Chapter 1. But, yeah, I doubt Junpei would do it. He just wants off the ship. Santa, same goes for Santa. While he's not exactly the brightest, he wouldn't have no reason to kill Snake. And then there's Clover. I highly doubt Clover would want to murder her own brother. So that only leaves Ace, 7, and Lotus as our main suspects.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets.
He held out his left arm.
Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
Huh. You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Should we let the question hang in the air and look at the others? It was Santa who
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the
Okay.
case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And since each of us have been here, and since each of us has solved at least 2 to 3 escape rooms, that means one of us has to be solving them perfectly. Still though, the same mostly goes for Junpei and whoever's been controlling the others. But still, I still doubt it could be Junpei.
7, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well.
So, yeah, there's no way Zero could just appear out of nowhere, kidnap Snake, and then force him into one of the doors. So, it's gotta be one of the 8. So it has to be one of the other 6 players.
At least they do if Zero is one of us.
Someone spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Finally, Lotus spoke up.
What were his motives?
His motives?
I don't know if it... Maybe it was maybe it was planned. I mean, who else would be an easier target but the blind man, who couldn't even see the face of his own killer? Then again, he could have picked off another easy target like June or Clover. Clover was distraught by looking for Snake and June. I don't think June could hurt a fly at all.
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because...
Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that, and he had to be honest with himself. He had no idea.
I don't know.
Lotus
Oh, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah,
Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. He tried to find something else, anything else to look at. Then in that horrible silence... Shit, we lost another hour. They heard a bell begin to ring. It was the clock at the central staircase.
it's 3 in the morning.
That means we
Shit.
have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but
Yeah, you're right, Ace, but... Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. He swallowed the words he wanted to say inside. Seven and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else very
We
far
must
away.
go. We have very little time left.
Yeah, you're right. Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were
our
going.
next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go.
Here it is.
It sat bolted to the wall near the stairs that led to the casino in the kitchen, between the two elevators.
Gave us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I found it.
I think Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Junpei said the card to the reader. The light on the reader turned green and made a tiny electronic noise.
I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the two of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
What's up with the determination, June?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Yeah.
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh,
Oh,
first we need to find out
Thanks,
if the
June.
elevator comes up full of water.
yeah.
Just like we did before.
Yes! Bone dry.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes.
Once it had been checked for water, Junpei and June stepped into the elevator.
Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Yeah. Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly they began to move downward.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck.
They stepped off and saw the hallway to the right and somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end. But not a regular dead end.
Hey, over there.
Oh, it's a
This is a
two-door.
numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
Four, 5, 3, 7, 8, 6, 1. And now door number 2 stood in front of Junpei.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Despite himself, Junpei felt excited. There was something about the excitement that frightened him as well.
Finally!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't look very happy about it, though.
It's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
He did his best to put him from his mind and headed back to C-Deck with June. Sorry guys, I'm kind of checking my Instagram right now too.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
Alright, 7 pieces. The pieces of paper they folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper and pulled from Junpei's notebook in an effort to pull together a blind
Just
vote.
double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Why'd they decide to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. They would allow people to force others to go through certain
Yeah,
doors.
quiet in the peanut gallery.
And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching windows. However, so he did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the pieces
All right,
of paper.
let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, but we're on a time limit here. Okay, next.
Next is Santa.
He opened the second
He
one.
wants door 6. Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
Damn.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
Sorry, Lotus. You voted
What?
already.
No.
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Oh, shit.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
You don't deny the grandma part. How old are you, Lotus?
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Hey, no. We already have 2 people dead, alright? This is not the killing games. Lotus's hair fluttered out like the mane of an angry lion. She roared with her voice.
Oh,
and
not
shook the
good.
walls. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna have 2 more dead
Let
people.
go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
Junpei, read the rest.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going. Let's see. Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the 6th piece of paper. He opened
June
it.
wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
All the papers, save Junpei's, had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
This was a door on 8 deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
This was the door on the bottom deck and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
Santa and June requested door 6.
This was the door on E deck and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase.
The door
down.
I should choose is...
It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the 7th piece of paper and spoke.
Okay, the last one is mine.
Excuse me?
I want to go through...
Well, let's see. I've already been with 7 and Snake, and I've been with Lotus and Clover. So I think I should go with June and Santa. Door number 6.
I want to go through door 6.
Junpei flipped open the piece of paper. It read, Junpei, door 6. Of course it did. He'd written it after all.
That's a problem.
June spoke barely above a whisper, but they all knew
None
what
of these
she said.
teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Shit, she's right.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
You're right. We're numbered 6 now.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
guess we should take Ace with us. Junpei crossed his arms and did his best to put his thoughts in order. The orders followed suit, but with little results. Eventually, Clover broke the silence.
Why don't Seven and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
Her face was cold and flat, as was her voice, but her logic was sound. She's right, we only have 6 players now. So Wait, why am I counting one less? There weren't 8 players, there were 9. There's only 7 players now. God, I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. I thought that was the biggest fail. So, we've only 7 players now. So, me, June, Santa, and Ace will go through door 6. Clover, 7, and Lotus will go through door 1. 7 and Lotus looked at each other. 7 plus 8 plus 4 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. The first problem resolved, Ace spoke up.
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes. Clover nodded, her face still cold and emotionless. Her attitude and posture could not have been more different than the energetic girl of only a few hours before, and what seemed to contradict her. Her response was understandable, given the horrible situation in which she had found herself, but even so...
Huh. I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals
7.
6.
Lotus, what do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
All right, then. We're
Okay,
good to
then.
go.
We're all good to go.
See you later.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Good
Oh,
luck, Clover.
I'll be going too then.
Yeah. Be careful.
See you guys on the other side. Be careful.
We should get going as well.
Yeah. At last, Junpei and the other 6 had managed to separate themselves into 2 teams. Clover, 7, and Lotus headed to A deck, where door number 1 was, near the main staircase. Junpei, June, Ace, and Santa, however, took the elevator to E deck. The ride to E deck was a silent one.
This is E deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go.
Santa's words jolted them to action, and they stepped out of the elevator into a long, straight hallway. Before long, they arrived in front of door 6.
Here it is. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
One by one, they put their palms over the red. With a soft electronic noise that authenticated each of them. The door opened, and all at once the 4 of them leapt through it.
Hey! I found it! It's right there!
Fortunately, the dead was located easily enough. This one had been placed quite close to the door they had entered through. They gathered around it quickly and hurriedly placed their palms on it for authentication one by one.
It stopped.
Yes! It stopped!
The countdown had ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest like a frantic, thunderous drum. It felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to.
Let's hope that the final door we go through, well, most likely the final 2 doors we go through, will be the end. Because most likely we'll get out of here, and then we'll be able to find door 9. So let's hope that as soon as we escape this room, we'll be finding door 9.
We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Well, we've got 3 hours left.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I agree.
With that, the doom and gloom from before was done, and the mood turned somewhat
Alright,
lighter.
let's go.
With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to walk. He jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large door.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
He took hold of the bar that served as its doorknob and shoved it down. The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. It was gargantuan and made entirely of metal, and the accents of wood or tile had seen on the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional but utterly tremendous.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Santa got out a few words before Awe stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
Huh. Could be 2 stories. Maybe even more.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
June pointed to the massive building in the center.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any.
Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although it didn't seem particularly important.
I see stairs, so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
You're right.
Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way eventually to the floor beneath them.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
They moved around toward the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mouse put into those and burned, which heats the water. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
The entire room was as silent as the grave.
Alright, let's split up.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned just in time to see June collapse to her knees.
Hey, what's wrong?
June, what's
Are you
wrong
alright?
with you? Are you okay? He dashed toward her and wrapped his arm around her shoulder to steady her.
Hey, June!
Hey, June, what's wrong with you? It was then that he noticed.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm.
Oh, June, are you sick?
Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes. It probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
Shit. We're gonna be down a player. Her voice was weak and hoarse, and it said a great deal more than her words
Okay,
did.
okay, here, sit down. Careful.
Junpei carried it to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her head fall back against the wall as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath.
Thank you.
Her eyes were empty as if she was having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right.
They might not share the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his
Alright,
concern.
let's get started.
Yeah. June's gonna be out of commission for now, so it's up to the three of us to find a way out of this room.
Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. Seek a way out. Alright. I'd say this is probably here to move coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there, and then the belt carries it down to the tunnel and out here. So if the conveyor belt was moving, yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here. square hole. Nothing in here. Ah, look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps. You mean you think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? That's gotta mean something. I guess pressing is the best way to find out if it does anything, Santa. Huh, nothing. There's a barrel under the stairs. Sweet. Unfortunately, it's empty. There's a bunch of wooden boxes over here by the wall. I already looked through those. There's nothing in there. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. Look, Ace! It's some kind of snowman secret meeting. Those are just bags full of sand. You use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something of the police system. Man, you're too serious. This gear is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy. A golden gear. It doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. It looks like there's a door over there in this tunnel. The belt over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. Man, this thing is huge. I guess a ship this big needs something like that to power it. True, but I doubt a single boiler this size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. You need at least 4 of these. Huh, guess you know a lot about boats, huh? Well, not really. It's just common sense, you know. Huh. The 3 sliders on the left are down, but this one's up. There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we are meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down? Or there's no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd respond somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. We aren't gonna get anywhere with the pile of boxes here. What the hell's in these things anyway? They're way too heavy to move. Hey Junpei, where are you going? The only thing in there is a closed numbered door. Kinda pointless to go back, huh? It sure is. One of the doors in the furnace. There's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give that sucker a twist. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in there. Go in here. Alright, let's go. This looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes. Which will put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've got to investigate. There's a whole bunch of boxes in my way. I can't get through. There are a number of boxes on the catwalk. I don't think we can get over there. Well, anyway, it looks like that's the pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing. The coal must get onto this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe. Let's go through door B. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Gah! Oh shit! Oh man, I broke the pipe. It's a wheel that seems to be part of the winch. Here are some pegs on the back so they can go into the holes on the winch. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. There are a whole bunch of boxes blocking the way here. Let's try door C. The furnace through the enormous boiler. It says C on the side. Huh. Looks like you could use the wheel here. The hand-operated winch. There's no wheel to turn. Oh yeah, I've got the wheel I pulled off on the other winch, don't I? Let's see if this fits. Sweet, it's a perfect fit, like they were made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good, I should be able to turn this now. Good job, good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden box now. See, the wooden box. Rope on the winch, isn't it? It looks like there's some sort of device in this box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, might as well turn that wheel now. I'm counting on you. Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? What happened? This wheel only turns to the left. It only turns to the left. That means we can't reel up that rope. Yeah, we can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that would be a problem. We simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. I will be counting on you, Junpei. Sure thing, no sweat.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah.
He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box had only recently hung just below the catwalk, not sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt.
June's down over by there.
Junpei could see her still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Yeah, we've got to hurry up and get out of here. Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he said what they had all.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he said was
What could
true.
be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
I don't blame her. The girl's been through a lot. Santa's response was confident.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual.
Who's got a point there?
How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
He's right. Santa started
A guinea
to discuss.
pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment?
But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
Why pick 9 random players for some random numbers game? Putting us on a ship, putting bombs in us, making us solve all these puzzles to escape here. They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him.
You know, speaking of experiments,
Yes? Santa suddenly stopped.
there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
There was a moment of silence after Santa posed the question, then Ace responded.
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet. See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to Exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
Ace looks skeptical, seems to stare at him.
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Yeah, if he hadn't told us that story, we probably would have more time. Without waiting for a response, he turned around and started walking. Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave the topic alone.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Santa stopped and turned around.
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by Exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
Dance gave a grim bark of a
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
I don't know.
Huh? Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency?
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
Junpei suddenly felt cold. The back of his head was aching and his stomach felt strange. Oh, we're playing again now. There's a box here. It's full of glowing embers. Some kind of machine. Maybe a control panel? Hey, wait a second. Do you think maybe this hole is where the control panel goes? Well, there's only one way to find out. Dude, you did it! Everything looks alright. Why don't you press the button next to it? The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing. By the way, guys, if I'm skipping dialogues, because, like, I'm kind of multitasking now. Sweet, all sorts of lights are lighting up in this thing. And, oh, yes, I think I heard something turn on. Oh, what's that? What happened? Junpei, look, the conveyor belt's moving. Conveyor belt? Well, I guess it's unmoving now. There's still a bunch of coal in this belt, though. It looks like a bunch of it got dumped off from the end of the belt into that wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Well, I've got the box. The wooden box full of coal. Guess really the only thing we can do with this stuff. There's a small door on the side of the tunnel. It's welded shut and won't open. The conveyor belt runs this sort of arched tunnel. Gear Associates. It's a silver gear. You think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. It's gotta be steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver. Ugh, shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. Shouldn't have gotten your hopes up. You thinking you'd haul this thing back? Nah, but I think someone could probably carry it, don't you? Maybe. A small door inside a tunnel. It's welded shut and won't open. A small door inside a tunnel. Welded shut and won't open. A huge silver gear. Got a feeling it's important. Three doors on them. Each of the open doors has a gear in them. This is where you put the coal into the furnace. That's right. I had a look at it earlier, but it's rusted shut, I'm afraid. Perhaps you should check the other side. There's a hole that allows us to put coal into the furnace. Maybe if we get some coal in there and set it on fire. Okay, do it! Alright, that's... Jesus! That's lots of it. No coal left in the one box. And nothing. Great. I should have expected that. We're just throwing coal into a coal furnace to do anything. Oh well, man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You're planning to stoke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. The furnace is enormous, so we're gonna need a hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then. If three of us work together, we should manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you'd better rest some more, alright? But No arguing. You need your rest, so just stay there. We'll handle this. Okay, I understand. Alright, time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into the furnace. So man, this is a lot of work. Alright, I think it should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. Let me think I have matches. I see. Then how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? Hey, wait, what about the device up here? Ah, look, the lights are on. Huh? I wonder why these lights are like this. When I went by earlier, I think the two columns on the right were lit up red. You're right. But it seems they're all yellow now. I would imagine this indicates something is ready to activate, wouldn't you? Is this? I think it might be. It probably is. I think someone might ignite the furnace. It means that if we move this thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Junpei, Ace, look at this. There's big gears turning under the boiler here. They're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. A bronze disc. It has a bunch of lines on it in 3 different colors: red, blue, and black. A silver disc. Silver disc. It has a bunch of lines on it, but the red ones usually really stand out, right? Red ones, huh? The gold disc. It has a number of lines engraved on it. I can make out 3 colors here. Red, blue, and black. I wonder what they mean. Is running around. There's nothing else to do. This huge of the boiler. There's a big gear built into it. Okay. Now would we... Let's look around a bit more. Hey Junpei, what are you doing? It's hotter than hell in there. Did you already forget that we lit the furnace? Yes, you're right. There are 7 catwalks spidering across the walls of the room. I think that's part of the ship's structure, like ribs that support the hull. Oh yeah, that's right. It looks like this thing unlocks the door. Is it a pressure head? Looks like it outlines of 3 circles. Of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Wait a second! The 3 discs we found! There's only one way to find out. Stick them in. Huh? That's odd. Nothing happened. Maybe you're, I don't know, putting them in the wrong places. Perhaps you should have them facing the wrong directions, too. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make sure some of the lines connect to one another. Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operating. When the disc is touched, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is touched, the discs are switched. Please note that when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with Maybe I can make a star polygon with these. Yes! I found it! Also, ow!
Yes! The door's open!
Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to show his excitement.
All right, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now?
Yeah.
Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Santa snorted.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all 3 of us go and collect June, then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
Well, she's my girl anyway. He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat down on the stairs penulent.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
No.
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just you guys wait here. Oops, forgot to read that part. I was just checking how much time we've done. Before long, he was back on the first floor next to the conveyor belt in June.
Jumpy!
As he drew closer, she stood up slowly.
Are you okay?
You right now, June? He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish.
Let me check.
Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead.
Good. You're feeling a lot better.
As she was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but still wasn't down to what seemed normal.
Are you sure you're all right?
You sure you're gonna be okay now, June? He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
June giggled. He wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, she really was feeling much better. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't
right.
tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go!
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. They headed back to the exit, but on their way they found...
Oh, it's...
Santa?
Santa was sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand, stared at it with a strange expression. Let's leave it right here. This might be something really good. So we're gonna save it for the next time. But anyway, guys, that's going to end today's episode of 999, 9 Hours on Person Inside Doors. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys back here next time for more Resident Evil 4 and 999. I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye.